Good morning, everyone. I hope it's a good morning for you. It's a tearful morning for me. I got back yesterday from the PCR Rodeo Dodge City Days Roundup, and it'll be the last rodeo I go to. And Zeus and I got home real late, so we are trying to sleep in this morning, but I had a mosquito waiting on me. And they do think I'm tasty little treats for them. But so I'm going to be doctoring those for a few days. I'm very, very allergic to being bitten, emotionally, spiritually, and by mosquitoes. And so I'm dealing with that. But I got to spend some time with a beautiful young lady. One of my dearest friends, Barbara Rouse. She has a daughter, Ashleigh Drake. And she got to sing the national anthem yesterday. At the rodeo. She'd been a previous Miss Kitty at Boot Hill, because she's just stunning, gorgeous, and fabulously talented, I can see. But I was traveling and doing a lot of things in my life, and I missed that part of her world and part of my friends' children's growing up. So I made it a very strong point that I was going to be there. And I was. And we had lunch before the event, and she gave me my ticket to get into the rodeo, which was really just a fabulous treat. I love it when people treat you like a queen. And as many of you know, I'm the queen of self-care, so that's what I'm doing today. But it struck me as I was talking to my girlfriend after lunch, and we're talking about Dodge City and how it's changed, and she looked over at me and she said, but we've all changed. We've all changed. And maybe we don't see those changes until we go back and remember what it used to be. So I was left with that thought to contemplate for a while, how we've changed and if we are who we want to be now. Something else she said to me, because Barbara's older than I am, and she has a few more health challenges that limit her mobility than I do. And she reminded me of something in the middle of a conversation, and I blurted it out that I needed to get something. I have to repair a roof situation here in our pod. And she just turned to me and she says, what? I'm nobody? I'm just here for your benefit? Because she was very upset that I had interrupted her conversation. And I understood. But I was very grateful she reminded me. And I told her that. So we went on talking. But what I'm struck with this morning when I wake up is that we've all changed so much. And sometimes only going back to where we grew up, or to our old families, or to our old friends like I did this last month, it shows us those changes. They're in our face. We can't deny them. It's like every day we're processing something new, and that's all wonderful. But many people only know me when, I have my glamour on and my makeup is perfect and my lippy is all good and I make videos, and sometimes they see me when I'm on a tyrant about something because my standards are so high, and most people feel they can't live up to that. And insults them. They feel shunned by me. And yet, I don't process that, you know. I notice it and I go on because that's what teachers do. And we keep inspiring people. We keep motivating people. But there's a lot as we're giving out information to make somebody's spa better or salon better or clinic better, because, you know, that's my specialty. We get exposed to our own version of radiation, you know, things that trigger another cellular memory that we have to burn through. And we keep doing that. We keep doing that. But today I'm going to take a couple of days to just grieve. And I'm going to allow myself somehow to be vulnerable enough to share that grief. Because I think when we go through our darkest nights, it's the absence of the map, the path, the protocol, the technique, the steps that we took to get through that long night that the world needs right now. Ashleigh gave me back this beautiful crystal that I had made. I know how to weld a little bit, and I had soldered this mini, like 1980s or something, 50 some years ago, I don't know, 40 something. And I had inherited a crystal mine when my grandparents died, and this crystal came from that mine down in Mount Ida, Arkansas. I sold them for a long time, but the mining conditions got to be such I couldn't keep up with everything, and it took a lot to go do it, and that was really why I had it. It was because I enjoyed doing it for a while. But I learned to solder and do jewelry and make beautiful things, and I would sit down on my porch in Taos and make jewelry and enjoy the day. It was so pleasant and beautiful, and I was right by the sacred mountain at the Pueblo there, and so it was even more of a blessing. I had a front row seat to the harmonic convergence while I sat there and made beautiful jewelry. Anyway, Ashleigh wore this to lunch, and she said, you know, I want to give you this. She said, I found at Bill's, because Bill had been a very big inspiration to me. He is the man that introduced me to astrology and the I Ching, which many of you know is an important part of the work that I do. And he taught me about numerology and color and, you know, all things esoteric. And I think we even enjoyed Course in Miracles together. And Bill one day brought me a print of Asclepius temples, where Asclepius is on the throne and there are bodies lined up getting healing treatments and, you know, leaving behind their brokenness. And he was the first person that ever pointed me in the direction of Asclepius, who has become a really strong spiritual guide to me over the years. One that I never talk about in public. I just tell people that's who it is, and I don't explain, and I don't push Asclepius was a wounded healer. He grew up without the love of a mother, much like I did, which creates a hole in us to be loved. And even though a wounded healer never has that hole filled, it's through that hole in them that the love comes forth for others. And I've been very, very blessed that I have been able to learn so many ways, so many traditions, so many protocols, so many techniques and procedures, and just everything. It's just been a wonderful, wonderful opportunity in this life to be able to share how to self-care, how to self-love, how to self-respect. And it is through my own woundedness that I have been able to bless the world as Asclepius did. So this beautiful necklace that I gave away many years ago to someone I loved came back to bless me once again. I am so grateful for Bill. In many ways, he was a mentor. He was a father, grandfather. He was iconic in my life. He lived among a library of books. Unfortunately, like I do. I think he shared his DNA with me. His soul imprint. I'm sure we were soul family because of his inspiration and his ability to see clearly into me, into my soul, and gently, lovingly reveal to me the truths that he witnessed. I'm very blessed, very, very blessed. And it's because of those blessings. I mean, these aren't sad tears, these are happy tears. Because of those blessings, I have been able to help so many young women, a few young men, but mostly women, raise their families, understand energy, understand frequency, understand detox, understand massage techniques, reflexology. Don't put trash and poison and chemicals into your life, on your skin, in your home, in your food. Oh my God, stay away from that one. Anyway, I told Bill this morning, and I imagine some of you out there will tell me someday after I'm gone. Thank you. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for looking into my soul and giving me some tools to continue my growth and my opportunities and my work on planet Earth. Gaia is detoxing. She has to, with all the pollution that mankind has done to it. But women, we're creators. We got that juicy, ripe tomato stuff that just brings the world to our table. And sometimes no one sees it. And that's why I decided that I'd go ahead and share this today. A rare, rare opportunity for you all. Anyway, let's box that up for a minute. wrap this up as I'm getting ready to go read a book that Ashleigh gave me that was Bill's, and hold my crystal from him that he carried for many, many years that found its way back to me. Isn't that amazing? I think that's just magical. And I got to witness that. That's the magic. That I knew it, that I was awake for it. What you give out comes back. And Bill gave me a lot of light. He gave me a lot of love. He helped my soul find its way in the dark. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who want to be able to help others do that as well. And if I can help you create a business that helps other souls, I am most delighted to be able to do that. So, for today, this is the Spa Whisperer, who's somewhat highly skilled at self-love, self-respect, self-care, nurturing. And you've just witnessed where some of that comes from and why. And so I hold those blessings up. And I love to share those blessings. So, with all that being said, be love, my friends. Be love. Be light. Be joy. But don't be afraid of the dark. Because you are a crystal. You are a diamond. You can do anything. If I can, I know you can. Someday I'll write the book on all the dark nights, which have turned into nothing but blessings. So, much love.